Don't you dare! Ryan! Hello guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how I cut Ryan's hair. What you're going to need is a squirt bottle, comb, and scissors. And I am talking to myself in a mirror because the camera's over there pointed to the mirror so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So it's kind of weird because I'm talking to myself. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I do, keep looking at the camera, but the camera can't see me, you guys can, is I get his hair wet or pretty damp. But his hair doesn't like to absorb water, so, by the way, I'm not certified in any way. I just have cosmetology books and I do it for fun. And I've cut his hair a lot. And then what I do is I kind of part his hair here because that's about where it kind of normally parts. So, and the way I do it is it kind of goes up on both sides, so that's kind of what I use as a reference. So now, what I usually do is I'm going to turn you to the side. Thank you. Is I get a guide around his ear. So I just cut around his ear carefully. It's always better to be a little bit too long than too short, so. So yeah, just continue evening it out around both ears, and I will be back when I finish with, well, this ear and then his other. Okay, so now I have the sides of his ears done around his ears. So I'm actually going to take and do the front first, and back at where we parted it in the beginning. How I like to tackle the front. Thank you. As I like to comb it straight over his face. Thank you for being a good sport. Okay. I'm actually going to get on this side of you. And then I'm just going to cut a straight line for now and then go back and shape it. Shape it, yes. So like that. If you don't have a good way of, making a straight line, something my grandma taught was actually take a piece of Scotch tape and tape it where you want it and cut underneath the line. That's how I was taught to give myself bangs at like 7 years old. And trust me, I did do that. Okay, so Ryan mouthed shape it when I said shape it. So I'm going to teach you how to shape it. This isn't necessary depending on what kind of haircut you want, but his hairline goes from here to here. So I like to make it go in this shape of his hairline. So I just kicked it. Alright, so then once you have finished your shaping, what I like to do is I like to go in, starting with the top. We get to the sides a little bit later. You good? I like to take my fingers and go from that line we just cut that length off. And you cut at kind of a diagonal. I don't know if you can see that, hang on. Diagonal. So that it gives it kind of a textured, layered look, but that's just kind of how you cut hair. Yes. Alright, so now it's time to tackle the back. For the back, I like to brush it down straight and flat. And then I usually like to find his hairline and snip it at the hairline. So that looks like it's about right there. So I kind of do the same thing I did to the top of the hair with the back and the sides, but I usually make them a little bit shorter because I like to make the top longer. So I just use a guide like that, and then I cut it a little tiny bit shorter. So I finished the sides, the back, the front. Now this is kind of optional, but I'm going to go in and just get the sides and the edges of his hair with this little guy. Alright guys, so this is the finished, although he has hair all over him. But that is how I cut Ryan's hair. And like I said before, I am not certified, I'm not a professional. I just read a lot of cosmetology books and watch a lot of hair cutting kind of videos. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And what? Rate, comment, and subscribe. No, don't you dare, Ryan. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.